As I walk through the
as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Some would never. Yeah, I haven't heard that song in so long. Oh man,
that's why we don't do karaoke.
As we proceed to give you what you need, welcome to the breakdown with Oso and Ace. We are your host. I am the unimitatable, slightly relatable yet oh so dateable, the one and only Ace One. My partner in crime, down to ride with a comment that snide, the dastardly deacon of dissent, DJ Oh So Fresh.
Yes, y'all. I hope you please turn that beat on and turn on that beat a little bit louder. Now, I am officially in the building. We took a week off because of sickness, and it's been a heck of a week. The week that we was gone, the world goes upside down, but the world's been upside down for the whole 2020.
For quite a while.
I'm riding this wave very well. I'm loving 2020, so I don't know what you're saying. I've lost minimal. You know, in the time that everybody's sick, I've lost minimal relatives. So I think 2020 is good for me. Today we're going to talk about a loss that we had recently. We lost Chadwick Boseman.
We did.
So you're all familiar with that, but this is what we want to talk about is how they are capitalizing on his death. And that's pretty serious.
There's a couple of things to go along with that. But yeah, we're going to touch on both of those.
And all I know is 100 nights of protesting, you get a little smoke in the air, and folks go home. There's two things that wrapped up in there. Number one, the world is on fire where I live. And number two, cats ain't down like you thought they was down.
I mean, to a certain extent, it's kind of hard to protest when you truly can't breathe.
It's supposed to be hard to protest. Isn't it supposed to be hard to protest? Isn't it supposed to be hard to fight for social justice? If it's a fight, it's supposed to be hard. And also, I'm an Apple fan. I got a lot of Apple products here. I got the baby blue laptop downstairs.
We both are definitely drinking the apple juice for sure.
And I gotta say, if you are an Apple fan, man, you had to be disappointed this week. I mean, it
was underwhelming.
Just make new stuff. That's all you gotta do. I know Steve Jobs died, but you can still make new stuff.
I mean, we basically got a watch and a tablet with like rumors of tons of rumors of a bunch of other stuff on the way that they just haven't announced yet. But yeah, it was underwhelming.
Now, if you hear me talking to you and you want to be in touch, I mean, you want to be in touch. You hit us at 971-209-2069. Get all the episodes right now on osoandace.com.
Also on Instagram and Twitter at osoandace, OSOANDACE, osoandace@gmail.com. Check us out on Spotify. We are on iTunes podcast, numbers.fm every second and fourth Sunday.
Oh, wow. This man has it down to a science.
Bruh, I got it memorized.
All right, well.
Locked down.
You got it locked down?
Yeah.
All right, explosion for you.
Whoop, whoop.
That's just too much.
I mean, I got to do a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice that you on the show. You actually excited nowadays. I mean, it was like having this man do the show was like making this man do his homework. You'd be like,
yeah. Hold on. When is it due? Yeah. No, I got time.
I was over here with Book Report Johnson right here. She's like, yeah, that's supposed to be funny. All right, so how about this? I'll tell you about me right now.
Let's go.
Now, I got to tell you that I had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I want to tell you that I'm officially middle-aged and grimy. I'm old. I'm old. I'm grimy. I'm having a good time. I want to give a shout-out to everybody who sent me a shout-out on my birthday. Hey, man, Facebook's hard. And copying and saying thank you is really difficult some days.
Getting that notification and saying what's up.
Family, I don't feel that much older. I mean, I feel like I did last year.
One more lap around the sun is all it is.
I got to say, my 40s have been lovely.
Right,
They've been lovely. I've had more fun in my 40s than probably the whole rest of the time.
Well, and it is very much hashtag Virgo season. My birthday was on the 5th. Yours was just a couple of days ago.
I'm sorry I was so bad about not hitting you up on your birthday.
Well, like you said, copy and pasting on Facebook is hard. So, it's all good.
Yeah. Actually, I would have known if I was on Facebook. I would have known it was your birthday.
That's the thing.
That's how everybody knew it was mine. It's not like people had a reminder in their phone. It's Oso's birthday.
So, honestly, I had the day wrong. I thought because it's the 13th, right?
Yes, it is.
I thought it was the 14th.
You want to get my home address too?
Nah. So that people know next year, they can go ahead and jot it down because they're paying attention. They go jot the notes. Oh, okay, cool. Because I was on the 5th, you were on the 13th. Next year, it'd be like, boom, hey, we're gonna get some presents.
Because if you a hacker, you got my birthday now. Because I told you how old I am. I told you what day it's on.
All you said was you were in your 40s. You didn't say the exact age.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s, and if you're trying to figure it out, I don't got nothing.
So it's a moot point anyway. You ain't got to worry about it.
But I don't have anything but the little bit I got. I thought I lost. I lost my wallet the other day.
That can be really tough.
I'm usually better at this.
Right.
I don't lose wallets very often. Well, actually, I lose it from time to time. But I really thought I lost it.
Like gone.
Because in the state of Washington,
the bank's gone.
The thing about living in Washington, all you got to do is go online and they'll send you another license. You don't have to go nowhere.
That's lucky.
With all this stuff going on right now, if I had to go to the DMV and get a license, what is it? It's called something else. It's called it's not called DMV here. I lived in California for too long. But come to find out, let's get down. Let's just blame this on McDonald's again.
Oh God, here we go.
So I stop at Mickey D's, get a little something to eat,
right?
And I put the Mickey D's on the passenger side.
Okay.
I put my wallet on the passenger side.
Okay.
I pushed my wallet over the side, in between the passenger side and the passenger side seat. And you
got a little too happy about getting that double.
Oh man, I got the McNuggets. You get the coupon. Hey, let me tell you, I am a bargain shopper. There's a $2 coupon on there always to get you some McNuggets.
Hey, break down the science. Let them know.
Shoot.
Unofficially sponsored by
So
McDonald's.
Fresh says there's nothing wrong with a little white meat.
Da.
But anyway, so I find my wallet. That is my joy. That is my win for the week.
Okay. That's good. You get it back because then you didn't have to worry about all the other extra hassle.
But when you lose,
and it was just in your car.
When you lose your wallet, I don't want to turn it in. So I'm checking my accounts all the time to make sure that nobody's going to Arby's on me.
Arby's, yes, because that's exactly what they're going to do if they get you.
Yeah, they go to Arby's. No, I heard that I heard this a long time ago that they cut off your card if you buy 2 pairs of Air Jordans to get 2 tanks of gas. They will cut off your card.
Okay.
Which would seem kind of
that would be a little off-putting, yeah. Send up some red flags.
I can see 2 pairs of Jordans. Maybe you want the black. Maybe you want the home and away Jordans. You want the home and away Jordans, but 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah, within close proximity to each other. That's a lot of driving.
Yeah, what you doing, brother?
That's a lot of that's going like state to state, selling those Jordans and then coming back.
Where are you going with these 2 tanks of gas? Hey, but what about you, fam?
Oh man, so speaking of Jordan, we're gonna segue into basketball a little bit here because I am a happy Laker fan. Oh man. Like there's 2 levels to what's going on with me right now. So one, because the NBA playoffs are going on right now, and the Lakers actually just defeated the Houston Rockets in 5 games. They're getting some well-needed rest. They are now in the Western Conference Finals. Everyone was expecting the Los Angeles Clippers, with the talent that they have, to have gotten into that finals and beating the quote-unquote lowly Denver Nuggets. It was just an assumed thing that it was going to be the battle for LA. Before this season, or right as this season started, there were ads and everything for it being Kawhi Town and the Clippers owned LA, this, that, and the other.
Well, I'm not tall like you, so I didn't play a lot of basketball. So I got a basketball expert to come on the show with us.
Okay, let's talk about it because this man, I was giggling, I was literally giddy over this.
So hey, this is my cousin Junior right here, and you want to talk about basketball.
I wanted to talk about the Clippers collapsing,
your weak Laker dominance. So I thought I'd bring an expert on to really get clowned up about it.
All I'm saying is that with everything with the Clippers before this season and getting Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and all the talent, and they got dogs this and dogs that and talent up the wazoo, and it's Clipper Town, despite the fact that they have absolutely 0 banners hanging anywhere. And they were up 3-1 out of a best of 7 series. They had to win one game against the Nuggets, and got blasted 3 games in a row. And now they get to go home.
Why they lose, Junior?
Okay. Let me explain something to you. First of all, the Clippers do not have no leadership at all.
True that.
Why Leonard won't even talk. He doesn't even talk.
Nope.
Paul George, he's not a leader. First thing, in order to be championship caliber, you need a leader. They don't have a leader. The leader is Doc Rivers, but he don't play basketball.
He didn't play much basketball when he was in the league.
No, but that don't make no difference. He's not out there playing. You need a guy who is the leader of the team. Kawhi Leonard, he ain't never been a leader. When he played in Toronto last year, Laurie was the leader.
Kyle
he
Lowry,
wasn't the leader. You see, people got to understand something. Him and Paul George are the same type of players. You never put those kind of players together.
They thought they were just going to bully people with talent.
They're not good. They're not good together.
Wasn't you saying that about Lillard and McCollum?
Yeah, they're the same way. Those two, they can't play together either. You only can have one player like that. They the same type of players.
Here's the thing, though, that I didn't realize about the Clippers. Like, just growing up in LA, like, I always had heard that the Clippers stunk, and I didn't really, like, ever truly know why. They literally have not ever, in 50 years of being an organization, 5-0, have never made it to a Western Conference Finals ever.
Okay, but listen here, too. But you can't blame that on Doc and the guys.
No.
Because your previous owner was sitting in the front with black girls, giving them money and stuff. So, I mean, so we know how that ended. But anyway, the Clippers, eventually, the Clippers, like I said, Leonard is, I'm going to tell you something. Leonard, he ain't smart as everybody think he is. Know why? Wow. I would have signed with the Lakers because I know my knees is shot. I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have had to play that hard, and I might have won 3 or 4 more championships in a row.
He made the same mistake that Dwight Howard made at first.
Because at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard don't want no team.
What, you want to do it by himself?
Well, supposedly that's what he said. He didn't want to play in LeBron's shadow.
They just made him. They gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. When he went to L.A., man, they had won 3 or 4 championships. Yeah, guess what? He should have stayed with Toronto.
Oh, he should have stayed with Toronto. That's all they needed to get. They would have been back in the finals.
Yeah, but guess what? If I don't go to Toronto, I go to the Lakers.
Yeah, like I said, Dwight Howard made that same mistake when he left and I think went to the Rockets.
When he left LA?
When he left LA, yeah, he went like to the Rockets and then some other team. Dwight Howard, because he didn't want to play with Kobe.
Dwight Howard is another one. He's another player like Kawhi Leonard. He won a team, but he don't know how to be a leader either.
Well, he came back to his senses, though. He did come back to his senses, though. He's been playing a whole lot better this year.
Well, if you're the tallest dude on the court, you should know how to lead.
No, the tallest on me, guards are they're more elite. But if you play point like LeBron James, guess what? He is a guard in a big man's body.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And like I said, Leonard, if he would have been smart, he would have signed with the Lakers. Anthony Davis and guys are going to take less money. Don't you know he ought to roll that gravy train to the fucking end? LeBron James don't care about no team being his team no more. LeBron James don't care about that shit. Oh, they care about a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Then they definitely it would have been multiple rings in a row.
That's like I would have rolled that out and let all the haters hate. Who hates? And I would just every year I'd have went bling bling. How about that?
Make that money.
How about that?
And just show out on them.
Yeah. Then another thing is too, if he would have came to LA, LeBron played another 5 years. Well, easy with Leonard, with Leonard and because each year you could add different guards each year, bring in different guards. You just don't change the front 3, but you could always bring utility players in.
All right, man. Well, let me wrap this up because we about to get back on here. You know, you was on the radio, and that's you got a lot of F-bombs. I'm going to do a lot of editing.
Man.
I got it around you.
One time I'm gonna come do the iPad. I'm gonna come over there and do it with y'all live.
Oh, you gonna come through and do it with us live?
All right.
Yeah. So me and you can really get it in, okay?
All right, we're gonna take what we're gonna do it for the finals.
Okay, all right, good. Okay.
That'll work.
All right, thanks, man. We'll give you a little applause there.
Thank you much.
Yeah, that's my cousin right there. Boy, yeah, a lot to say.
He's a passionate fan. I can dig it.
He's a real cusser.
Hey, it's just the way it goes sometimes. He was in his feelings for real.
So as we come to this part of the show, I just want to talk about what's really going on.
All right.
It's been a very exciting week, I have to say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start it off with talking about what's going on because I live on the West Coast. Throw up your dubs if you live on the West Coast.
Right.
I mean, because you can hear this show around the world. You can hear us on Numbers FM. You can get in touch 971-209-2069. osoandace.com. That's where you get the bomb product. But what's going on right now is the West Coast is on fire, and I am living in perpetual smoke.
Yeah.
I crossed the river and could not see the other side.
It was crazy driving up here today. Yeah, just the fact that the visibility is so bad right now.
And it's getting me because it's 2020. We can't put out a fire. Like seriously, it's 2020 and cats can't put out fires. And I'm not being skeptical of the abilities that we have, but I could use a phone. I could FaceTime with my mama, but we still can't put out fire.
It's the size and the intensity of the fires. It's the issue.
No, I'm saying just think about how far we've come along in certain types of technology.
Oh,
there's no money.
Yeah.
There's no money in putting out fires.
True. That kind of technology and the advancements and innovation and everything. It's not sexy to stockbrokers.
See what I gotta say to you brothers out there, or not to you brothers, because the brothers is brothers. When it comes to this protest and mess we got going on downtown, boy, you was ready to die for it until it got smoky out there, weren't you? Till it got real smoky out there.
Here you go.
You was ready to take one for the team till it got smoky, till your asthma kicked in, till your bad diet, your gout. I don't know what the hell happened. Y'all stop going downtown. It's no disturbances. They haven't, as long as the smoke's been here, they haven't arrested anybody. Did I stop needing justice when the smoke comes in? There were still protests. Like before it got bad, there were still protests going down, but they were more peaceful. I'm saying during.
Okay.
They're still protesting today?
Not right now. Not right now.
So are you really ready to die for it, my brother? I'm just asking. Are you really ready to die for it? A little smoke inhalation? Or did you ever watch This Is Us?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay, so everybody else but you watched This Is Us.
Pretty much. I've heard about that show, but never watched it.
And if here's a spoiler, the dad dies of smoke inhalation. I think so. All y'all sat there and watched This Is Us and were like, we're gonna die. And
I'm not going out like that.
And you're not willing to die for your freedom. You're not willing to die to stop systemic racism. That's what it is. I mean, because these dudes who started this country, they was ready to die for it.
Right.
But you know, hey man, whatever you do, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel right at home. But I'm going to call you out, brother, if you listen to the numbers right now and you was down there protesting for 100 days and it got a little smoky. You know your mom cooked bad. It's smoky in your house all the time.
there's a difference with being at the cookout with Uncle Ray Ray on the barbecue and the wind shifts or something like that and having it the way it is right now.
Now that's a fire.
Now that's a fire. It's yeah, I mean, it's as bad as what the wildfires were like 3 years ago. It was nothing like it is right now.
Well, my folks that live in NorCal, they're like, yeah, we saw this last year or the year before.
Right, but I'm saying like here, it wasn't like
it's never been like this here.
Yeah, never been like that.
No. I saw the sky. I was asking people, were we in hell now? Because the sky just turned orange.
It looked like we were living on Mars. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I mean, one of my employees actually, she's never gone through this before. She lives in Texas. And like every day with like, you know, it's almost like looking at, you know, you stub your toe from WebMD. Oh, you're going to die. Like, you know, she's looking on like all of where the fires are and everything. And it's like, you know, we're doomed. When will we have to evacuate? I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
We're not doing the Black Lives Matter thing, but Black Life that did matter. I mean, because, you know, he was a significant performer and we just lost him recently. Chadwick Boseman.
Definitely. I'm not one to get like super duper starstruck. There's a lot of celebrities that I appreciate. You know, if I met them in person, like it would be super cool. There are very few celebrities and people that like I have cried about when they died, like when they passed.
If Nia Long invited you over, which you wouldn't do, you wouldn't be excited?
So I didn't say that. Yes, I would be excited. I'm just saying in terms of like general.
I would cry. Nia Long, if you listen to the show, I would cry if you invited me over. I mean, I come over there and I'd be a man for you, but I would cry.
Here you go.
I've been loving you for so long.
Back since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Love Jones and all of that.
Don't even talk about Love Jones.
Yeah. But like seriously, when because of you talked about like you were a fan and didn't even know it with like the Get On Up, and he played James Brown with the 42 playing Jockey Robinson. He did the Thurgood Marshall movie. Like there's a bunch of movies that he did, and he played characters that weren't the normal black character. They weren't the average black character. Like,
yeah.
He went for those roles that exemplified. Black power in terms of like empowerment and
come
above average.
Come pay this white man to watch me do a black power role. Because every time I went to go see him at the movies, I paid a white dude to go do it. So I don't know.
Unfortunately, that's the status of Hollywood.
I mean,
getting around that is going to be a little difficult at this point.
Shout out to my dude, but. Yeah.
But it wasn't like, he wasn't playing slaves. He wasn't playing thugs. He wasn't, playing, crack dealers and stuff like that.
I'm okay with you playing a slave. I'm not okay with you playing a thug. Okay, how about that? I mean, if it's a historical thing, I mean, it's not like the modern Birth of the Nation was not the same as the last one.
Well, and it wasn't like the stereotypical roles. Like they were roles that definitely had substance and like were saying something. So like the impact of him. Like when it was a shock, because I assumed that everyone on the sets of his movies had to have known because of the struggle of him dealing with like the treatments and everything for the colon cancer. But he apparently kept it like super close to the vest. And like even Kevin Feige, who's head of like Marvel Studios, he first found out that Chadwick Boseman was sick the day that it came out that he died.
Yeah, but we're past that. So what's your beef?
I don't have a beef. It was just the impact of him and what he did.
Here's the beef I got. The impact of what he did. I thought he was cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, really, he didn't have a long enough run for me to like really go. He changed the world. The brother was good. I think everybody was a little too into Black Panther. That was, I mean, you excited about a character that was thought up by two Jews? Just be honest.
Definitely.
Let's keep it 100. I mean, if you want to, if he was in Shaka Zulu, I might think about him a little different. Can I get an amen?
Shout out to the Shaka Rocket.
I really coming off, because I am, I'm not a BLM guy, and I am not oppressed, and I love to watch how these major corporations, as soon as he died, were ready to manipulate us. So we're sitting there and we're like, all right, well, he died. Okay, well, he died. That's the thing. We lost his brother. Next thing you know, on Disney Plus, they trying to, that's the first thing you see. It's him. Check out the Chadwick Boseman's collection. He only got 3 movies with him.
With them specifically, yes, yeah.
But then, I turned on my Amazon TV, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. I'm like, why are we capitalizing off this? This ain't cool.
And in terms of, like, if you've never seen any of his movies, just say like, in tribute, to make it seem like it's this big grand moment, like, we have all of his movies here, come sign up and do this. That kind of capitalization is and monetization of the tragedy is definitely an issue.
See, they don't see with these modern times, you don't have this thing that I want to make this analogy, but I'm gonna make it just in case you're older. See, now they don't have you were getting pimped like a $2 whore on 82nd. Now, if you're from Portland, like wherever they walk the streets in your town, when you fall for this Chadwick Boseman thing, when you turn on your TV, you were getting pimped like a $2 whatever bad street in your town that there is, because really you're being manipulated. You're familiar with his work. Him dying did not make me want to watch Black Panther again.
I mean, it's not anything that
Black Panther.
you're not gonna like reminisce over. Oh man, that was such a good movie. He died. Let me go watch it again. I mean, I already watched it a bunch of times anyway because I love the movie.
I gave it its 2 watches and I was like, cool. I mean, really, out of all the Marvel movies, why the brother got to have the worst CGI? You watch the fight scenes in Black Panther, you're like, man, they cheaped out on this dude. Everybody got Jordans on theirs, and he got Pro Wings when it came, because the fight scenes in Black Panther were real grimy.
Pro Rings, and that's our '80s reference for the show. There you go, nice.
So
one.
I did see Get On Up. Get On Up was a good movie. It was kind of weird to me because I just read the book.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So things were kind of out of order. Characters were combined, but based on a true story.
Right.
But, shout out to her brother. And, I can say I'm fortunate enough that, I haven't suffered any major losses this year. And I will say Chadwick Boseman, I don't know him personally, so it's not really a major loss for me because I wasn't looking forward to his next movie, even though he has 7 coming out.
So I guess honestly, now that with what you were talking about, it just did make me realize what we were talking about a little bit earlier before the show. I actually do have one particular beef in terms of not even so much the monetization, but like people doing tributes for likes, like the whole social media capitalization on it and trying to do stuff for clout, and the cancel culture. Like Elizabeth Olsen, who is one of his co-stars in the Marvel universe, actually deleted her Instagram because people were jumping on her so horribly for not saying anything. Like, how are you going to get on and tell someone how to grieve when she's not really on social media all that much to begin with? Like that just doesn't make any sense. Like, just because you posted and got a bunch of likes doesn't mean someone else has to. And who are you to tell them how they should? Like, that's just dumb.
But that's life.
Yeah,
that's that's if that's the way you want to play it.
The life of social media now. Yeah.
Nah, it's just it's all of them. Really, there's just they call it a counterculture. They call it whatever they want to call it, but that all lies in together. This just say whatever you want to anybody you want to say it to. Nowadays, it's all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, especially with regards to this, though. I mean, well, everyone else did. Well, so what? She's not everyone else. Like she's dealing with it a different way. Like, whatever.
I'm famous enough for you to listen to my show, and I didn't say anything. Hey, you're the one listening to my show.
Despite the segment that we just did, there wasn't anything specifically on Chadwick Boseman.
I mean, I wasn't all up on social media like, yeah, this guy.
Right.
But I do want to thank you for listening to the breakdown with Oso and Ace. You know what? I want you to hit me up. 971-209-2069. My man Ace there.
Oso and Ace at gmail.com, at Oso and Ace on Instagram and Twitter. Just get back to us. Let us know what you think. If you have any ideas, anything you want us to talk about, we'll take it under consideration.
B, you've been considered. Once again, this is the breakdown with Oso and Ace.
Much appreciated.
Oh man.
Deuces.
We out.